Hi friends, and welcome back to part 2 of my Big Bins haul. I hope you have already seen the thrift with me in part 1 so that you can kind of know what's going on, but if you haven't, that's okay. We're just going to jump right into more stuff. I have one big Panera catering bag left of stuff that I got from the bins in Columbus, Ohio back a couple months ago, so that means I don't really remember what's in here, and we're going to kind of shop through it together. Also, if you were watching the first video, my son is still asleep on his floor during his quiet time because we're transitioning from like nap time to like quiet time in his room. So that's good because it means we can hopefully get through this before he wakes back up. And the first thing I have to show you, actually, if you will indulge me, I have just a few quick items for my family that are on the top of this bag. This is a little Wally book bag. He had like a really small toddler backpack for, he goes to daycare every day while we're at work. And I've been needing to upgrade him to like a slightly larger one, and I think this is perfect. I'm just going to throw it in the wash. But ironically, the one he had before this was a little Captain America shield. I also got in the Columbus bins before he was born while I was pregnant. So it's kind of fun that the tradition continues of his book bags being from the Columbus Goodwill outlet. So we'll throw that in the wash, and then that'll be so cute for him. Also for him, I found little Paw Patrol shorts. How cute. See the little like tie-dye, the blue? I was like trying to see in the bins like if there was something wrong with it or if that was intentional. So I asked this woman next to me, I was like, do you think they're supposed to look like this? And her and I were like analyzing them like, yeah, I think it's supposed to be like that. What size are these? Yeah, I think these are a 3, which is what he's wearing right now. So, oh no, they're a 4. So we got a little bit of growing room. It's okay. Okay, my daughter just walked in from outside and wants to say hi, especially since she was just in so much Thriftmas. Did you just take a shower? Yes. All right, I'm going to finish this. Okay, go play. Here is a little hat, a beanie from the Ohio State University Nike. I have a feeling my husband is going to want this, but if not, I'll throw it up online because it is a nice little Nike hat, but in theory, that's for him if he wants it. Okay, and then a couple more things. Here's one for my son. It's just a little shirt from Granimals. My daughter is one of those like lives in leggings kind of kids. Look how cute these are. They've got like peace signs, and I'm pretty sure these are brand new. Yeah, they still got the thing on them. So these are from Old Navy. These are Hannah Anderson, size 4. So I guess Jackson will wear them, and then maybe we'll sell them, or we'll just sell them TBD. And then, no, 2 more things. How cute is this Christmas sweater with dinosaurs? I love it. This is Jumping Beans. This is a 5T, so we're going to have to wait probably a year. He is 3. And then for my daughter, this is a little, probably vintage, I don't know, Tommy Hilfiger, like dress. I think he was supposed to have a waist tie. I'm just going to clip those off and she can wear it as a little shift dress. Okay. Moving on. Oh, and a ball that we're going to take to the beach, a splash bomb. That would be terrible if we forgot that. Okay, let's move on to things that we picked up to resell. Okay, firstly, a couple pairs of shoes. These are just classic. I do like selling Clarks. They are the Bendables line. Size, what size are you? 8.5. These are a leather upper. A lot of Clarks are leather, but not all of them are. Obviously, the leather ones are going to sell a bit better than the man-made. Here's a little bit more Chico's. This is their platinum line. I don't find the platinum line sells any better than the other denim, but that's okay. I'll put it in the title. Size 2. But how cute is this jean jacket? Wait for it. Wait for it. Look at the back. It's my favorite part. I love it so much. It's so cute with all of the crochet. I think that is going to appeal to a wide audience, not just like traditional Chico's buyers. Hopefully some of the keywords, Western, cowgirl, cowboy, rodeo, might find that also. Okay. Oh, I do have one more thing for my kids. This is a Cat and Jack, size 3T, snow pants for next year. So hopefully we find some snow. Oh, are these for me? I think these are for me. Little Mizuno, black shorts. Okay. Back to resell. I haven't looked this up yet. I don't know who that is. It's a pirate of some team, and I usually am really good with team names. I have absolutely no idea who this is, but we got a little visor. It's in great condition. And then we got a little hat. This is Ohio University. They are the Bobcats. I actually visited there. I almost went to school there, but did not end up going to school there. There's their little Bobcat. So we will sell that. Bins are so easy and they're so light. Or bins. Hats at the bins. And here's some Crocs. And again, the Ohio State University. There's the black O right there. These are a women's 10 or a men's 8 to 9. I'm pretty sure that while this bag was sitting, because we were staying at my parents' house, both my husband and my father tried these on because they both wanted them, but I don't think they fit either of them. So we are going to sell them. And I thought that was a great find. I'm surprised that they were still in the bin because we were in Columbus, Ohio. So I find a ton of Ohio State stuff when we're there, and I don't pick up a lot of it. Okay, Sigrid Olsen, is that a size small? Sigrid Olsen, I typically only like buying her 100% linen items. I find long sleeve button down shirts, sleeveless button down shirts, dresses, those all sell great. I leave behind a lot of her stuff that's not linen. However, this I just thought was really substantial and beautiful. I liked the big chunky buttons, and it's wool. So I thought with that nice material, it is a wool blend. If it didn't have any wool in it, I probably would have left it, to be honest. So I'm not sure what I'm listing that one at quite yet. If you watched my first video, you will recall that I picked up a lot of Eddie Bauer. I still left behind a lot of Eddie Bauer that was even more basic, but I picked up some of the more substantial pieces. This is a size large. I think it's a men's, but like a really cool chunky knit, like very like college professor, preppy, academia, all those vibes. It clearly didn't sell. Any of these didn't sell in stores, so they made it to the bins. There's like a little white fuzzy on it, but how cool are these buttons? I think that's going to be do really well. I don't know if this has wool in it. It's got pockets apparently. Yeah, this is also a wool blend. Oh, I think I got this for my daughter or me, for one of us, but she's been wearing more and more of these, so I think that's been going to be for her. Speaking of thick things, this is a brand I have really slowed down on. I've been talking about that in my videos, but that's Joie. This is also J Joie, which means it was probably definitely sold at like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, those types of things. But it's an extra small, like super soft jacket, and I love it. So it's cropped for sure. This might end up being mine, or it'd at least be mine for a little bit before I list it. Yeah, there's no wool or anything in this, so if I do decide to sell it, I do think it'll sell based on the style alone, being cropped, being plaid, being a jacket. I like the colors. It's very like capsule wardrobe, minimalist, basic, cool tortoise shell buttons. So we will see, but I really do love it. I'm gonna put it over here because I will potentially list it, but I'll try to wear it somehow first. The hard part is it's summer, so it'd be hard for me to sit on it for a while and then list it, but we'll see. Okay, Brooks obviously makes running shoes and running clothes. I leave it behind decently often, especially at like my retail stores because it's so expensive, but I decided to grab this because the Brooks clothing I had picked up in the past all did sell off already. So we're just gonna list this probably like for $25 or so, just to get a feel again for how Brooks clothing is selling, because I'm really not sure. It's been a year or two since I've sold a piece of Brooks clothing. So I always talked about this in my bins videos, but the bins is a really great place to experiment with brands, experiment with sell-through rate, experiment with how things are going to perform so that you can know, okay, that's probably worth picking up at the bins in the future. Or no, that's not worth picking up even at the bins. Or you know what? That sold really fast and that sold for $35. I'll probably pick that up next time I'm even shopping like the racks, paying $5 for it. So it's a great test bed because your risk is really low and your return on investment could be really high. Okay, here is one that I was not familiar with, but based on the style and structure I did pick up because it looks like, you know, a nice Carhartt or Duluth or something like that. I think somebody had thrown it back, probably because it was a bit heavy. There's no logo. It's Wells Lamont. And it's got a horse there, so it's clearly a workwear type outdoorsy brand. It's very good quality. It's 100% cotton, men's medium. People probably throw it back because they thought it was Carhartt and then it wasn't Carhartt. I've sold other brands in this same style and they do really well too. So I'm gonna experiment with this one, of course. Keep an eye on the channel. I'll be doing hopefully quite a bit of what solds or ship with me's coming up, so that you can get a feel for how these things are actually selling. Okay, this was a little random one. I picked up this little elephant parade puzzle. Like, I think you can take them all out, sorry for the glare, and like line them up like they're in a parade, and then you have to put them back to see if they will fit. So here it says, they say an elephant never forgets, but the zookeeper does. Can you help him remember how to get them all back in their enclosure together? This came from the Brain Shop for $12.99. I picked this up to put in one of my kids' stockings. I like picking up little things like this in the bins that I can use as stocking stuffers. I probably need to remember to take a picture of it so that it's probably going to be for Skylar, I would think, so that if and when she gets frustrated, I know how it goes back together. And hopefully she didn't hear me say that. Okay, what else we got? We got one more hat. This is Vanderbilt, right? Not Virginia Tech. Yeah, this is Vanderbilt, I think. So it is fitted, so that's going to be a little bit of a harder sell, but officially licensed, top of the world. I haven't picked up a lot of hats recently. We got some more accessories. Here's a little Vera. Legitimately, this is the first Vera I've ever picked up to resell because I never find it in the bins and it's so priced up at my Goodwill. So it's another little experiment. I don't think I'm going to make a ton on it, but it was so lightweight. I had this exact same one in high school and it was like a green pattern, but I would keep my stuff in it. I didn't have a cell phone, but I would keep my stuff in it. I think it just needs a little bit of a wash. Okay. These I actually didn't look up. They could be nothing or they could be awesome. They just looked cool. These are seat belts. So I got two of them, buckled down. They are a legitimate seat belt. And these are like a DC Comics. They got all of the, who do we see? We see Superman, I know him. We see, he's the Flash, right? Green Lantern. I don't know who he is. Is that Aquaman? I can't tell. Batman, obviously. Yeah. And then we have a Harry Potter one for Ravenclaw. So that I thought was also cool. These were in the bin together. I'm assuming they were donated from the same person. But belts. I really like selling belts and I like grabbing them at the bins. All right, we're doing okay here. We're probably over halfway through. Okay, 7 for All Mankind. I rarely pick up at the racks, but I don't have any in my store listed, although I did pick, I think, one up during Thriftmas, so I have that one. But they're a size 29. They are stretch skinny, but I've been seeing that black denim might be coming into style this year, so I'm not sure. But the fact that I didn't have any and it all had sold is a good sign. So I decided to risk it at the bins, even though those are a skinny style. And then I also grabbed these American Eagle. I usually pick up a lot more American Eagle at the bins than I did. I just wasn't finding any. These are a size 12. What style are they? The super high-rise jegging. If you watch my swap meet hauls, I talk about the super high-rise jegging or just the high-rise jegging or the jegging. They keep selling for me between like 15 and 25, depending on the buyer. So we will see. And the fact that those are a size 12. The larger sizes in American Eagle do better for me. Here's Untuck It. Untuck It definitely had a moment a few years ago. It doesn't sell as well, but it still does sell. Size large, just a plaid. Long sleeve men's button down. Certainly not going to leave that at the bins. I think I can still sell that for like 25. Here's just an essential Nike hoodie. There's always tons of Nike in the bins, but I'll tend to grab a couple nicer pieces. Women's size medium dry fit hoodie, hooded sweatshirt, kangaroo pocket, center swoosh. All of those types of keywords. Oh, I'm seeing one that's adorable. I'm going to wait for just a second. Make you wait on that one. Okay. This is another one that I was talking in the first part about. I was kind of near someone else who was throwing stuff back, who was also a reseller, and then I was looking at her putbacks to decide what I wanted to keep. And this was one of the things I ended up keeping. This is Line and Dot. If you're not familiar with that brand, it is a decent brand, size small, just a super, super soft and in good condition ribbed knit sweatshirt. I also hopefully will be able to wear this into the office a couple times. It is not wool, rayon, polyester, very stretchy, oversized, classic. I just think these types of pieces are the best things to build a wardrobe around. I love the color, especially going into fall. This would be super cute to wear to like the pumpkin patch or the apple orchard. Super cute for fall, like family photos. Here is another. If you watch part 1, I found so many bras. I tend to list them around $25, up or down from there if there's something special with them or wrong with them. But how beautiful is this one? This might be the best one I found, just, you know, based on the coloring. I like the like silver metallic. It's just another Victoria's Secret one, so I'll list it at $25. This is a size 38D, and it's in such good condition. Like, this might have never been washed. Okay, if you watched the thrift with me, you saw me struggle with this one, and off camera I struggled with this one even more. I asked like 3 people their opinions because this is a really good brand. This is Gani, and I don't know if it has the size, but it's such a pretty dress. It's got like the accordion pleat. I would love to wear this if it fits me. It's got like the swooshy style. Here's the problem. I am not convinced I am going to be able to get these stains out. And I knew it, like, I even once put it back and then like grabbed it again because I thought I was going to lose sleep over it and regret it. I think I have to try. And if I can't get these stains out, then at least I tried, and I lost out on like $2. These have some pretty bad yellow armpit stains. Usually I stay far away from armpit stains because it's hard to get out. This is like a knit fabric. I don't know if that's going to help or hurt, but I had to try. I just fell in love with this dress. Let's see if it does have a size in it. Yeah, it's a size small, so I'd be able to wear it, man, at very, very least, so that it's not a complete waste. If I can't get the stains out, I could wear this with like a blazer so that you can't see the armpits. Now, it would cover up a lot of the dress that's beautiful, but at least I could say I wore it. I even have like a cream blazer that's the same color as this I might be able to wear, so I'm not just a black blob. But we're going to see. If you have any stain treat tips for getting yellow armpit stains out of knit, because I'm willing to put in the effort for this one. I really, really want to rescue it, but I'm just not convinced I'm going to be able to. Okay. This, maybe I just grabbed for me. This is, oh no, this is Tallulah, which is an Aritzia brand. Tallulah, size medium. This isn't going to sell for much, but it probably weighed like, I don't even know, an ounce. I paid like a nickel for this thing. It is all twisted, but you get the point. Oh, that's inside out. That's why it's twisted. Just a little balconette bra. I don't know. I haven't looked it up yet. Okay. In part 1, I started saying like, I said I'm never going to pick this up, and then I did anyway, and then I was thinking of the wrong item. This is the item I was thinking about. This is Matilda Jane. I picked something up that was women's forever and ever and ever ago, and I cannot get to sell. So more recently, I picked something up that was kids, and I was like, well, maybe the problem with the other one is that it's women's, but the kids one hasn't sold. And then I go and pick this up. But how cute! Look at the print. It's like, what is it? What does it say? My dearest Matilda. It's like writing letters and postcards or something, and a typewriter. I grabbed this when I grabbed the this one, the mud pie. If you watched part 1, and the little Janie and Jack. I grabbed them all together. I couldn't leave this one behind. Look at the little heart buttons. I don't know. Can anyone sell Matilda Jane anymore? If so, give me some tips and tricks. Okay, next is Retrolicious, which is a fun brand. They do a lot of like retro-oriented things, very like pin-up-y and rockabilly. It's a size medium. I will warn that the larger sizes in this brand do better, but I loved the like constellation print. How pretty is this? It does have pockets. Yes, it's got pockets here. Can we tell anybody know what constellations these are? Oh my gosh, I used to be so obsessed with stars and could probably tell you all of these. Here, I found the Big or Little Dipper. I'm not sure. I used to know so many of them, and I couldn't tell you any. I know like Cassiopeia. I can find the North Star in the sky now, but I am way, way beyond the days where I knew. I wanted to be an astronaut for a really long time. I actually went to space camp in Alabama in 8th grade, and for years, if you asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I would say, quote, I want to be the first person on Mars or the first woman on the moon. That's what I would say. And I still really love space. Okay, next. I don't know if I even know what this is, but it is a suede jacket. That is what I do know. It's like a coral color. I think this was another one somebody threw back, and I'm like, even if I can't find a brand, because I'm not really sure what this is a suede leather jacket. Okay, does this mean anything to anyone? Is this a brand, or is that just a design? But it says 100% leather. I don't know if there's any other markings in it. So I need to do a little bit of research, but it's in great condition. It's a size extra large, and it is a suede jacket. So that in itself, I think can do well. I've sold lots of other suede or leather jackets from the bins pretty successfully. Okay, here is one more accessories pickup. This is a bag, and I got it all squished, so I'm going to have to fix that. You can kind of fix these and reshape these with a hairdryer if you haven't tried that, because it kind of warms the leather up and makes it more bendable. Doesn't fix everything, but it does fix quite a bit. This is a Talbot's like canvas bag with leather accents. Nobody wanted this. It had been sitting in the picked over bin. I was like, I like Talbot's. I'll sell me some Talbot's. Here you go. I picked up a Talbot's bag in Thriftsmiths in December, like normal Thriftsmiths, and it was like a really pretty blue ostrich leather, and it sold for like $55. So yeah, I'm not hating on it. It's super cute. It's very beachy, nautical, coastal. I'll put all of those like resort wear type keywords in it. And when you have a hard time, that's just a little schmutz that'll come off. When I have a hard time picking up bags at the bins, I'm not going to pass on something like that. Okay, I'm leaving this one for last because it's so cute. And we've just got a little pile. We made it, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Okay, here's some pants. I don't have any idea what those are or why I picked them up. Oh, that's Halara. Why do I not know the Halara logo right now? Here is the Halara logo, in case you're like me. There is, so these are size large, just like a classic legging, but you can tell right here, these are the scrunch butt style. And scrunch butt style leggings sell the best for me because they give you a little bit of a booty. I might be able to find a stock photo for this. Halara has been pretty trendy recently. I think it got its like Instagram fame with like influencers supporting it. It doesn't retail for a ton, so it's not going to resell for a ton, but the sell-through seems to be pretty good for me, especially if it's either new with tags or especially if I'm listing it competitively. I'm not overpricing it. Here is a brand that I never pick up at the bins, but let me tell you why, and I stand by my decision. This is Old Navy, but it is a size 2X, and it is the most beautiful little summer dress. So it has adjustable ties right here. It's got a really pretty print. It's like that crepe, like gauzy material almost. And it is a maxi. It's lined halfway down to the knee. It's probably not any sort of good material. Actually, it's 100% cotton, which that's good. That's all natural. It's breathable. It's beach. It's beachy. I will use so many of those keywords. And I really need to get this listed sooner than later. I think this could do really well, and it's really beautiful, and I'm really jealous it's not like an extra small, because I certainly would have worn it on my beach vacation. Okay, speaking of leather jackets, I put back quite a few leather jackets, actually, mostly because I had to get everything in the car back to Ohio with me, and I already had a lot of stuff. I already had a couple leather jackets, but this was one more I decided to get. This is also vintage, 100% genuine leather, Jones, New York. I think it's brown. Trying to hold it against something that's, yeah, I think it's like a really deep chocolate brown structured leather jacket. I think this is going to do well come fall. It is in absolutely excellent condition. I can't find a single thing wrong with it. And again, just because it's a mall brand does not mean it's not worth picking up. A lot of people pass these at the bins because they're heavy, but if I can sell it for like $30, $40, $50, it's worth the like $5 or $6 investment. Of course that's worth it. Okay, last but not least, and this was actually one of the last things I found at the bins lot that day. You ready for this? Let me show you the tag first. This is Quaker Factory, size 2X. I have never picked up the Quaker Factory before, but okay, are you ready? I gotta back up so you can get the whole picture. First of all, look at those cute little embroideries with the cat and the butterfly and this, not a butterfly, a bee, a mouse, some milk. Oh, there is a butterfly. I thought I saw one. Some yarn. There is embroidery everywhere. Here's another butterfly. This is a women's nightgown, like a muumuu. I will use both of those things. Maxi length, like nautical striped, and then on the bottom it's got more. So I did not comp this in any capacity. I just think that the kitschiness of this is going to sell it. It's 100% cotton. It is 2X. It is definitely vintage. Someone is going to love this. I don't know what I'm listing it at. I picked up a denim vest, a vintage denim like Karen Scott vest in Thriftsmith in July, and it hasn't yet sold. I do have it listed on the higher end. It's listed at $55, but I have been getting so much attention, so many likers on Poshmark, so many watchers on eBay. I know it's going to sell. If it doesn't sell soon, it'll certainly sell during Halloween. I think this is going to be another thing kind of similar to that it's perfectly weird in a way that I know there's a community out there for this. So sometimes we buy based on brand, sometimes we buy based on style, and sometimes we buy just on like uniqueness, because unique sells. Hopefully, I guess I technically haven't checked, but I'm pretty certain this is not going to be saturated to where there's going to be a million of these, like, you know, a pair of American Eagle jeans. All right, and that is it for part 2 of my Great Big Bins haul. I have a huge stack next to me that I now need to type into my inventory. I need to photograph. I need to get listed. I need to get put away down in my inventory. So I have a lot of work cut out for me, but I'm also headed to the beach, and actually, this is probably going live while I am at the beach. So we're gonna have a good time there. It'll be a nice break for me and my family. I hope you are having a wonderful summer, hopefully getting a bit of time to get out and do some fun things. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe, give the video a big thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.